What's up, guys? I just wanted to do a quick video just to update you on some of the positions I'm looking at and that I'm currently in. Gonna go ahead and get started for you. So gonna go ahead and start with Bitcoin, run through Ethereum, the dollar, and then go into a couple of the trades that we're in, and I might even look over the PHP trade and Phantom 2 as they still look good, but I'm still looking for Joe more because Joe is what I'm thinking looks the best currently. So with Bitcoin, still under the influence of a bearish shark harmonic, which is the red one here. We also formed another shark, which is this green pattern here. We had a 0.5, 1.13 for the top. And then ultimately you look for that 0.5 retrace when it turns into a bullish 5.0, which is a 50% retrace from this bottom to the top here. So 50% of that is right here around 28.2. Also, just for confluence, just to show you, if you actually fibbed from high to low here, you can actually see your 236 here, 236 fib of entire high to low also sits directly at that 0.5 retracement right here from this bullish 5.0 after you had your bearish shark harmonic here. So that's what I'm looking at. In Bitcoin, it might be a little chop. We could be seeing a little push up, right, and then back down and then go. But ultimately, that's what I'm looking for before we start testing higher up in this range. Ethereum. So Ethereum, I posted this a while ago. I might not have been in some of the groups that I posted it in, but I know in my Discord right here, price was like right here when I said we are looking to potentially come back down, test this trend line somewhere in this blue box and hold before it could have a potential bearish. So this is a bearish pattern, it's W-shaped, completes at D where you would attempt shorts. But if this does hold on the trend line, it would be a good risk area to take a long potentially up and ride it into this if it holds this trend line. And we do have like a broadened wedge currently on Ethereum. So this is what I'm looking for on Ethereum. Maybe come down, fill some of these fair value gaps here on the daily that you see, and then go back up. But anywhere in this blue box, anywhere below this pattern gets invalidated. So the dollar, recently, we did have a reclaim here, right, of a range. We also have a little trend line that we're working on here. And then right here we broke range, we swept liquidity here. We came up, we reclaimed, you can see the reclaim right here. And we had to push up, and that pushed some of crypto down, right? So now, if you're looking on the daily, we're actually forming hidden bearish divergence on the daily here, as long as this top holds, right? As long as this high holds, I expect the dollar to push down. If that breaks though, I would be careful, right? You're breaking the diagonal trend line here. You're also invalidating this hidden bearish divergence you have on RSI and MACD. Reason it's a hidden is because the oscillators went higher while price, so you have a higher high here on the oscillators, RSI and MACD, while you have a lower high here on price. So for this to be invalidated, you have to have price come up above this high that you have right here, and you can see it on your MACD and RSI. That's one reason I was looking at longs. So on Aptos, let's start on the higher time frames here first on Aptos. Alright, so on Aptos on the higher time frame, you have a Gartley, you have a 618 between a 382 and an 886, and you have a 786 down here, almost right at your 1618. So actually, if you drag this to a perfect 1618 right here, it's this red line that I have right around, or should be at least. So this is your perfect 1618. Oh, that's my stop loss, I'm sorry, for current trade. But we can mark this off at like your perfect 1618, which is actually where we came down and just tagged. So as long as this holds, we are looking good. When you go into the smaller time frames here, this is your bullish butterfly pattern that we're looking at right at your 1618. We did come down to the 1414 extension instead of the 1272. So I did add a little bit down here. We are ultimately looking for this break right here. Sorry if you hear my dog with his toy in the back. But ultimately we are looking for this with some bullish divs playing out, or looking to play out here, to break out of this and start hitting some of these higher targets up here. So far, still looking good. Stop loss down there. Joe, this is one of my favorites currently. So Joe, we have a bullish bat harmonic completed. We have a 0.5, 2, between a 382 and an 886 here. And then right here we have the 886 where we entered. So currently this one's still in profits. Stop loss, you need to keep it below the X down here for it to stay invalidated, or so it doesn't get invalidated. And we also have a trend line that we're coming down here to tap, right? I really need to see some of these daily candles start to come back up, but in the meantime, we are respecting a trend line down here. And if you actually zoom into the lower time frames, the daily looks pretty shit here, but the 4 hour looks like it is trying to hold this. So far this is looking good on Joe. Targets are these higher. Those have been posted. Joe Bitcoin. So this is really interesting to me. We have two bullish harmonics on higher time frame with Joe versus Bitcoin. We do have a bullish bat structure here. So the bullish bat structure we're looking at, we got the point in between 382.5, come down to the 886. So we're actually tagging that, we're holding it currently. And then we also have a smaller butterfly, 786, plus or minus within range here. 1272 is the target. So I am looking for Joe to hold above this level down here and outperform Bitcoin, which is why I would be trading Joe over Bitcoin. So we are looking for a reversal in this range. Tag this down here. Got a pretty nice potential break possible. So just for extra confirmation, if we see this and we start to break and retest, and we get that retest there, that might be a safer area where you could start to add a little bit if you needed to on the Joe Bitcoin pair. And then we'll go ahead and look at DOGE. So DOGE, same thing. I'll show you the higher time frame. First we'll look at the lower time frame on this one. So we do have, sorry, this is tagged the wrong area. Sorry, my dog is still playing with his toy behind us. But this is what I had. I had a bullish Bentley here. Him and his toy, man. So this is your 786 currently. We are tagging it down here. We are staying above it. We are looking for a reversal in this zone. Sorry, I had to take his toy away for a second. So I'm currently long from the 786 here. So anything in the red zone down here, I am looking to bid. And I am trying to keep my stop loss below these clusters down here. You can actually also see stop loss is going to be below this X down here, below this low. And then you can also see if you look at the monthly, this was a fair value gap right here. So we filled this fair value gap completely on a monthly time frame. So that is an area that I am looking to bid, which we have. And then let me go ahead and hide all of these currently. Oh, I think I already have them grouped. So that might be easy. When you zoom all the way out, and we're looking at this on the log scale, go to the 3-day here, it's a little easier to see. This does look like a massive just breakout and retest on the log scale. So I am playing this. I saw the monthly fair value gap filled. On the log scale, it does look like a breakout and retest. So I think this is an area where you at least want to take a shot to see if it does hold. Because if this holds, this is going to be a really good trade on Doge here. And that's basically what I was looking at. I can cover FTM and PHP real quick because those were the other ones that we were looking at. So we'll go to PHP if I can find it. So this is PHP. Let's go back to the daily here. So on the daily, we have a massive bullish shark with your 886 here. So this is the level that you do want to see hold on PHP. We came back down and tapped it while forming a little bit of bullish divergence here. So as long as this area holds, this is where you look for the reversal. Once you start coming back down under this, wick's looking good so far, but if you're coming back under this and retesting as resistance, that's when you're in trouble here. This one, less size, your stop loss has to be a lot lower, right? So less size, you're looking for a potential bigger move on this, and you want to make sure you capitalize on this one. So this one, since it's not a low time frame harmonic, you want to use less size so you can have a looser stop loss on this. Then we'll look at FTM. So FTM has a bullish bat harmonic on it. We also have a lower time frame bullish Gartley. So FTM, higher time frame. Let's get off the log scale on this. So this one covered for a while. We were looking at this one back here to fill. You got your 0.5 perfect, 2.0, 886. Got a 786 right here at the top, and this is your harmonic completion. We wicked into it. We're actually coming back down, looking for that type 2 retest if we can hold this area. And we also are forming a bullish harmonic down here. So this is a Gartley. A lot of the times you get that deep Gartley in crypto that comes down to the 886 instead of the 786. So if you go ahead and take this, you pin it down to your 886. So this is your 886. Let me get that a little bigger for you. You can actually see it. We came down and tapped that perfectly, right? So as long as this holds, we're looking for this X down here to hold, ultimately above the last PRZ, which is this one of the larger bat. If this holds, this is going to be a proper harmonic, and we are looking for a move up on this one. Ultimately, you do want to see us get back up here, reclaim this 786, and then go from there. So that's everything I'm looking at. Just give you a quick rundown. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks, guys.